It's game time on The Score, the place for local winter high school sports. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. HammondLumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. 201 Service Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing, and a premium cinema experience. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone & Stove, offering quality gas pellet and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we're your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet. Our family is here for your family. Connected Credit Union. Building lifelong relationships. Get connected, stay connected. KVFCU. Invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. KMD Driving School in Oakland. Teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. Kennebec Eye Care. 216 Main Street, Waterville. Your sight specialist. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, second-generation family-owned in Herman and Pittsfield, with all your grocery and shopping needs. And by SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Good evening tonight from our home ice away from home. It's us again at the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. Mike Violet and AJ Knight. Tonight, it's Cats on ice as the Winslow Black Tigers take on the Biddeford Tigers in girls Class A high school hockey action. Mike Violet, AJ Knight, I've already said that, along with our Score crew. These two teams have already played each other once this year, earlier in the month of January, on January 8th. And the Biddeford Black Tigers won it by, or the Biddeford Tigers, they're not the Black Tigers, that's Winslow. The Biddeford Tigers won it by a score of 6-4. What we draw from that, I have absolutely no idea.
Well, I could give you a couple things. The big thing to me was penalty stop. If you've heard that before, in that game, Winslow had 6 penalties for 20 minutes.
Woo!
And unsurprisingly, one of them was a 10-minute misconduct, obviously, when you rack up quickly to 20. And I think it was the difference in the game. Winslow held steady in the third. It was 3-2 going into the third. They got outscored 3-2, but they obviously played man down or woman down for 10 minutes, which obviously allowed the Biddeford Tigers to kind of solidify their lead and be okay and kind of run away and finish it off.
We saw, speaking of chippy hockey games, chippy girls hockey games, we saw these Winslow Black Tigers against Yarmouth a couple of weeks ago here at the Ice Vault in Augusta, in a game that you can find at centralmainsports.com or in the vault at Central Maine Sports. On YouTube at Central Maine Sports, or in the vault at centralmainsports.com. That game was awfully chippy. Those two teams clearly did not care for one another, so it sounds as if these sets of Tigers don't either.
I think definitely the case. I think for Winslow this year, we had high expectations for the team coming in. That game you mentioned against the Freeport combo team was a very good team, and they really dominated Winslow in that stretch. But Winslow has not gotten off, I think, to the first half of the season many expected for him. And stop me if you heard this before, Mike. For the Winslow Black Tigers. Katie Berard, by far their best player, leads them in goals with 21, leads them assists with 10 assists, leads them in penalty minutes with 40. So again,
that's more than Cooper Clark almost.
That's what I'm saying. We've seen it before, and for a Winslow team that I think has struggled to find its way offensively, doesn't do you any good when one of the best goal scorers in the state is on your team, but in the penalty box.
Both teams are underwater when it comes to goals for and goals against. The Biddeford Tigers are scoring 3.6 goals a game and giving up 3.8 goals a game. Winslow scoring an average of 3.5 goals a game, but giving up 4.9 goals a game. So both underwater, and as they go down the stretch in the second half of the season, you want to turn that around. You'd like to be above water.
And for Winslow, this is a big deal, like you said, a rematch, which they did not put themselves in the best chance to win, having 20 penalty minutes on top of that. Black Tigers are on a 3-game losing streak, which they've been outscored 18-7.
Yep, got to get it together here tonight. We'll see if Bill Boardman can get his hockey club rolling tonight. Josh Williams, the head coach of the Biddeford Tigers. The ice is clean. We are ready for hockey. We will come back. It's Cats on Ice, the Biddeford Tigers, the Winslow Black Tigers in girls high school hockey action. The puck drop next on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. Our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day one. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWATs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at the Thomas College Ice Vault here in Augusta as we get ready for girls high school hockey tonight. It's the Battle of the Tigers, Winslow Black Tigers and the Biddeford Tigers. Both of these teams are co-op teams. Biddeford actually is Biddeford, Kennebunk, Thornton Academy, Wells, and Sanford. And Winslow is actually Winslow, Gardner, Messalonsky, Erskine Academy, Mount Blue, Lawrence, Coney, and Waterville. That is a co-op team.
Yeah, it is. Also worth noting is actually the back end of a doubleheader. The boys and boys combo teams played, and I believe it was Biddeford won 3-0. That one got chippy late, by the way. There was a 5-minute major in the third.
It did. Starting goalkeepers down to our right is Mariah Villandry. She's a junior, wearing number 11 in the black, and down to her left, Zoe Gilbert. They honored Katie Berard before the game, starting center for Winslow in white, for scoring her 100th career goal recently. Congratulations to Katie Berard. Over the line, Karina Ramuno, wearing number 77.
And she's their big goal scorer on the Biddeford team.
She is a sniper, too, so we have two snipers to watch for, Berard and Ramuno. Over the line now for Winslow, Hambrick. Hambrick, that is, put the B in there, laid it wide. Berard off the dasher. Has it left wing corner, got caught there in a seam, I think, in the boards, and the dasher keeping it in left side, Abby Vose, but it's cleared out, and here's Ramuno. Ramuno over the line, Kakamo back, goes to the middle, to the backhand, and a save there is made by Zoe Gilbert. Cleared out of the zone on the far side, Hambrick. Hambrick picks it up, goes to the middle, taken off her stick there by Adriana Smalley. Now loose puck, Ramuno, talk about a long shift. Ramuno goes in alone, backhand score! Corinne Ramuno, she is a goal scorer, all right. And it takes her just a minute 2 to score. It's 1-0 Biddeford.
How about that? Again, you see on the mid-state machine, it's a replay. Could show you again, 1 against 3 here. And just Gilbert drops down immediately, gives up any flexibility to slide there, and Ramuno buries it behind her.
Sure did. Ramuno scores at 1:02. It's 1-0 Biddeford. Does not take the Tigers long. Ramuno went to the middle, went to the backhand, and scored on Zoe Gilbert. Now played just over the Biddeford line, kept in for a minute there by Zoe Ward. Now back out for Biddeford. It's Ashley Sanderson. Sanderson down the left side, poked off her stick, collected by Ward. Ward clears it out to center. Hustling back for Biddeford is Avery Kirkgee. Kirkgee up the right side for Kane. Kane pass in the middle for Kirkgee. Kirkgee over the line now to Gabriella Phelan. That's an unassisted goal for Corinne Ramuno. 1-0 Tigers.
Surprise there. She took it away at the red line and went all by herself.
That one slides right on. Gilbert with a pad. Knocked it away. So Winslow trying to bounce back from giving up an early goal intercepted by Elliot Pody. Pody cleared it out. That's Elliot with an E on the end of her name, and it's icing on the Black Tigers, and they'll bring it back and face it off in the Winslow zone to the right of Zoe Gilbert. 12:50 to go in the first. 1-0 Biddo.
To say one of the other things that stood out to me about the schedule, Mike, is that Winslow, I think, just played, I want to say it was the 14th, so they just played a few days ago, whereas Biddeford's had a few more days off.
See what kind of a difference that makes. Right on net there, Gilbert had to steer it away from Smalley. At the left point, kept in by Buchanan. Buchanan blocked. And it's cleared out by Winslow. Left wing side, picking it up there for the Black Tigers is Hambrick, diagonally into the Biddo zone. Right back out, though, and it goes all the way to the Winslow line to Leah Mishu. Mishu up to Berard. Berard over the line, top of the circle, face-off circle, short side save there from the wrister by Valandry. She let it go. I thought she held on to it. Now that's deflected wide off the stick of Leah Mishu. In the left wing corner, squirts out, trying to get on it, Elsie Spear, but instead it's Ramuno. Ramuno, a great skater. Ramuno has a head of steam. Hair flying. Ramuno over the line, blocked on the pass there by Kakamo, and Kakamo tries to clear, kept in the zone by Spear, but now it's out of the zone by the Black Tigers. Poking it ahead, Spear, but back is Ramuno on the back check. Ramuno in open ice. Ramuno over the line, top of the circle, shoots, and it's deflected wide. She has the moves. At the left point, kept in by Smalley. That's deflected wide. It went off the body there of Ramuno. Now behind the net, Winslow hemmed in their own zone. Working it is Sophia Auger for the Biddeford Tigers. On the far side, Madeline Martin for Winslow. In a battle there at the side of the circle. Martin trying to get it out. Can't. Backhanded in the zone by Auger. Now in the middle, right in front of the net. Kakamo backhanded it out. And it's cleared, and back to get it for Biddeford is Bella Robinson. Robinson far side for Kirkgee. Kirkgee, there's Ramuno. Ramuno to the middle. Ramuno on the backhand, laid it off down low to Charlotte Lewis. Now it goes back to Robinson. Robinson has it go out to Auger. Auger down low, picked up behind the net now by Leah Mishu. Mishu pinned to the boards. We're going to get a penalty here on Ashley Sanderson. That is probably going to be called a body check once it's touched up here by Cordelia Kane. And, of course, body checking, as defined, is illegal in girls hockey.
We've seen this Winslow team in specifics really tries to find the limit of what is and isn't allowed in girls high school hockey.
So, actually, I take that back. It's 22. Ashley Sanderson who's going out. So Sanderson is out at 4:26. Shot and a save there by Valandry right at her feet, and she gets on it and covers it up. The clock continues to be a source of amusement here when it comes to the penalty time running down, because there are bulbs, I guess, burnt out in the clock. Face off to the right of Valandry. Back to the point. The tee up, the shot goes wide from the left point by Molly Hambrick. Now it squirts out, and Biddeford just able to clear it out. Just getting enough on it was Phelan. Back in it, Winslow. Winslow squirts right in front of the net to Buchanan. Buchanan clears it out at the right point. Picked up there by Mishu. Over the line, Berard. Berard, a drop pass, back to Hambrick. Hambrick lines it up. It's deflected wide, near quarter. Kakamo jumps up. Kakamo played it to the middle, and it goes back to the point. Mishu had to go over her stick, and so they're going to have to regroup. Does Winslow. 9:45 to go first period. 1-0 Biddeford. Winslow with a minute left or so on the power play. Toe save there by Valandry on the backhander. A shot trickles through. It's steered to the corner or to the side boards by the Biddeford defense. Picked up there by Berard. Back to the point. Hambrick, a shot, glove save, Valandry. And Mariah hangs on.
Yeah, this far in the power play, no real golden opportunities. The best chance might have come off that first faceoff. Just got that quick snapper on her.
Face off to the right of Valandry. One by Berard. Back to Mishu. Mishu with a screen. It's blocked. Ramuno blocked it. Loose puck picked up by Auger. Auger takes her time, clears it all the way down. Back to fetch it, Alexa Kakamo. Checked by Ramuno. Ramuno is a very good checker as well. That one squirts high into the air. It was closed by the glove of Auger, and they called her for it.
It's a hand pass. That far judge said immediately hand pass.
Yeah, you can close it, but you can't then pass it to someone. You can drop it down to yourself. Auger on the faceoff, won it. Right back to the defenseman there, McKenna Buchanan, and Buchanan fires it all the way in. Pass up, center ice. Here is Katie Nichols. Nichols over to Berard. Berard over the line. Berard checked on the play by Lewis. Puck is still loose, face-off circle, now in the middle. Back to the point, but it's between the point men, and it's picked up by Auger. Auger's going to break in. It's Auger going in. The shot is a score. She beat Zoe Gilbert 5-hole. It's 2-0 Biddeford. And that's a shorthanded goal.
That was a heck of a play by Augers. Gilbert trying to leave that stick there, waiting to the last possible second, and then just dropped too late.
So Sophia Auger with the score. We'll wait for the announcement. On the assist, it's 2-0 Biddeford. A shorthanded goal.
That should be unassisted because she basically made that play all by herself.
All right, back in the Winslow zone, it's Abby Webb. Webb up the boards to the Biddeford line. Picked off at center by Pody. Pody fires it in diagonally off the dash of Buchanan. Buchanan stopped there by the stick of Elsie Spear, but now cleared out. Here is Ramuno. Ramuno with a head of steam. Corinne Ramuno goes wide. Great skater in front right there. Auger couldn't redirect. Winslow able to clear. Possible breakaway if they can hustle up. Down the left wing side, it's Maddie Martin. Martin picks it up. In front she had Pody, but Pody now in the corner trying to get the loose puck, but neither of them can, and here is Sophia Auger. Auger 3-on-2. Auger shoots, and a glove save or partial glove save there by Gilbert. At the left point, kept in by Robinson. Robinson checked on the play by Ward. Now it's cleared out of the zone by Winslow's Josie Kelly, back to the Biddeford line. And the Tigers try to work it out, but the Black Tigers pick it off. It was picked off by Hambrick. Hambrick catches her team in a change. It goes back in the zone. Leah Mishu with it there behind her own net. Unassisted goal for Auger. Pass up ahead now for Katie Berard. Berard overskated the puck. Berard gets it back, though. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Tees it up. Oh, what a great toe save there by Valandry. Flashed out that right pad and toe and just got a piece of the puck, enough of it anyway, to make the save. Auger tries to break in over the line. Now McVeigh with a shot. Mishu has a hard time with that, or Gilbert, that is, and she is helped up by her defenseman there on the far side, Leah Mishu. Mishu in the middle for Berard. Berard over the line. Berard to the backhand. Berard forced deep. Now back to the right point, Kakamo. Kakamo wrist shot. It's high and wide. Off the dasher over there for Biddeford is Cordelia Kane. Kane gets it the second time, clears it out to center to Kakamo. Coming down to 6 minutes to go in the first. It is 2-0 Biddeford. Tigers getting goals from Ramuno and Auger. Here in the first, picked off by Lewis. Lewis trying to clear, can't, now does. Now picked back off by Mishu. Mishu with a shot high and wide, and I think that was misjudged by Valandry. She had the glove out, missed everything.
Sure
Fortunately for her, it went wide.
Yeah, sure looked like she closed.
Now Ward. Ward slides an easy shot. She didn't misjudge that one. Mariah Valandry right on the easy shot there.
Nice help from the defense there. She couldn't fall all the way through, and that's why you get that softy right at Valandry. But I'm with you. I think on the shot before, Valandry missed it because she closed thinking she had it and went over her head.
5:36 to go in the first period. 2-love Biddeford. Tigers win the faceoff. Look out. Here's Corinne Ramuno. Ramuno down the left side. Faceoff circle. Goes deep. Goes around the net. Pulls it around to the side of the circle. Goes back to the point. A shot is blocked there. Ramuno with the rebound. Faceoff circle. In the slot. She probably should have taken the shot there to Robinson. Robinson missed it with her shot. And now it makes its way out of the zone. Biddeford fans want a penalty. There is none called. Backhanded in the zone by Kirkgee. Now we get a whistle.
I think delayed off. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say delayed offside, but it looked like cross-check, I believe, was the signal.
So it is a penalty. Yep.
And bad news for the Black Tigers. They're already trailing 2-0.
Yep, Zoe Ward in the box. So another power play here for Biddeford, their third of the first period. Face off to Leah Mishu, and Mishu finds an opening and fires it all the way down. Melandry will let it.
So just quick stat correction. First power play for Biddeford.
Is it? All right, first, my bad.
One apiece.
Okay, 1-on-1. 1-and-1, that is. Over the line, Auger. Auger goes in, taken away by Leah Mishu. And then Mishu blew a tire there. If you were watching our stream, you saw that. Started to turn up ice and went rear end over Tea Kettle. Going in Ramuno. Ramuno makes a move. Oh, man, what hand she has, that's for sure. She tried to draw it down low and probably one move too many, and she didn't have any room left to stuff it in. Goes outside the line, and now they say it is offside. Body checking, which is illegal.
Take a last look at that move Mike was talking about. I said, nice move there. You'd like to see her center up there, but he said Gilbert kicks the foot out. That was she was off goal by then.
Face off outside the Winslow zone. Raiders need some spark. Down 2-0 and shorthanded here. McKenna Buchanan over the line. Pass back to the right point, hustling to try to keep it in as Lewis. She can't. So everybody's going to have to clear. They do. Lewis fires it in. Kakamo on it. Kakamo checked on the play there by Addison Bars. Now around the boards it goes. It stopped at the side of the net. Oh, right through the crease it went. Picked up by Hambrick. Nice move by Hambrick to find an opening and fire it all the way down. 40 seconds left on the penalty. And 3:45 left in the first period. 2-0 Biddeford. That's picked off. Hambrick over to an open side. Now Biddeford on it. And good news for Winslow. Ramuno's not on the ice. Here's Mishu. Mishu is on the ice. That is good news for Winslow. Again, she finds an opening, fires it all the way down. It deflects to the Biddeford line to McKenna Buchanan. Buchanan, pass in the middle, trying to connect there where Sanderson did not. Cleared out by Kakamo. Now up to Kane. That didn't connect. Now in neutral ice, it is Charlotte Lewis. Lewis laid it in the middle. The shot there is a pad save. No, it went in. I thought she got a piece of it with her pad, but Zoe Gilbert not able to stop it. The power play had expired. The penalty had expired, and Winslow now down 3-0 here in the first period.
I think Lewis was even surprised by it because I think Gilbert did get a piece of it.
She did, I thought.
But wasn't able to keep it out of the goal.
So Charlotte Lewis with the goal. And it is 3-0. That ends up being an even strength goal. And the Biddeford Tigers are showing no bus legs whatsoever after coming up here from Biddeford. The AJ Knight sound effects because of a play right near the feet there of Zoe Gilbert. Here's Ramuno, fanned on a shot. Right there at the doorstep. Now at the right point, unable to keep it in, Kirkgee. Now it's cleared out by Winslow. This should not be icing. And that, in fact, is the case. So, Biddeford start the rush. Ooh, it's Phelan.
Assisted by number 12, Charlotte Lewis.
Okay, so
Phelan from Lewis at 11:58.
11:58, the time of the goal. So Phelan gets the goal. Charlotte Lewis gets the assist to make it 3-0. And there's a puck that rolls right on Gilbert, and Gilbert able to smother it and get a face-off. So Phelan from Lewis to make it 3-0. AJ is scouring over that Mid-State Machine replay right now to see.
Yeah, it is Phelan. I think the assist to Lewis is a little bit generous, but we'll go with it.
Okay. 1:50 to go in the first. 3-0 Biddeford. Off the dasher, picked up by Kane. Kane can't advance it down the boards. Now jumping up is Sanderson. Sanderson lost it. Here's Berard, who's been held in check in the first period. Now Kane with it. Kane flipped it up. It is picked up there at the Winslow line by Webb. Webb gave it away. Here's Phelan, who just scored. Phelan gave it away at center. Popped ahead by Spear. Over the line for Winslow. It's Elliott Pody taken away from her. Good headman pass, but Sanderson can't handle it. Back to get it is Ashley Webb. Webb tries to go up the far boards. Kicking it up the boards is Maddie Martin, and it's out of the zone. Right wing pass. Here is Zoe Ward. Ward goes wide. Ward goes down low. Ward has it popped away from her by Buchanan. Now centering pass by Winslow's Elliott Pody, and it's covered up there. So Gabriella Phelan with the goal.
That one, she just couldn't control it along the sideboards. Popped out. Then you get a decent centering pass, but yet again, defense for Biddeford doing a nice job kind of stopping those follow-throughs. So Winslow's just not getting much on the shots.
Right. Face off to the left of Valandry. Won by Biddeford. Black Tigers break it up and out. Sheila McVeigh at center. Slowed down there by Ward. Now here is Ramuno. Ramuno passes to the middle. The back check there. Just enough of a back check by Zoe Ward to keep it away from Sheila McVeigh. That could have been trouble. Now comes to the near corner in the Winslow zone. Riding around the boards is Auger. Auger behind the net. Battling for it there with Zoe Ward. At the near point below us, Robinson kept it in. Now Robinson can't keep that in. It's swept out of the zone by Pody. 13 seconds to go. Oh, and by the way, we are down in crunch time, and so much so that there's only 6.6 seconds left. Crunch time, the final 2 minutes of every period, every quarter. Everything we do is brought to you by Clark's Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. That's Clark's Scrap Metals in Chelsea, Jay, and Hollowell. Face-off will be to the right of Valandry. The Clark's crunch time, very uneventful here in this first period. All of the action happened prior to the final 2 minutes. 3 goals in the first period. Ramuno, Auger, and Phelan scoring for the Biddeford Black Tigers. 1 done here at the place formerly known as the Kennebec Ice Arena. It is now the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. The score at the end of 1. Biddeford Tigers 3, Winslow Black Tigers nothing. You're watching and listening to high school hockey on The Score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Oops. Oh, we're back. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what that elbow is for.
Short intermission here.
Because I was giving you 2 minutes for elbowing right there. Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here live at the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. We are between the first and second period. That means we're at the point where it's our first period breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. 3 goals in the first period for the Biddeford Tigers. It was Corinne Ramuno scoring a minute 2 in, 1-0 Biddeford. Then Sophia Auger scored a shorty at 6:02 to make it 2-0. And then capping the scoring off, Gabriella Phelan scored at 11:58 from Charlotte Lewis. That is an even strength goal to account for the first period score, 3-0. Shots on goal in the first period, Biddeford with 9 and Winslow with 6. And our first period breakdowns brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Yeah, I think Ramuno looks like everybody else is moving in quicksand almost around her. She's moving so well. And then for Winslow, because of that, kind of the whole team feels like it's stuck in the mud. And so that third goal, as you saw, the one by Phelan, even Phelan was surprised because Gilbert did get a piece of it, just couldn't keep it out. In the 5-hole goal, Gilbert's keeping the stick down, trying to wait till the last second. It goes late, but Winslow needs to find something going, and obviously probably going to have to start with number 21, Berard.
The opinion about to be expressed is mine and only mine. They do not give girls hockey players high school hockey players in Maine a break other than 3 minutes between the first and second period. They don't clean the ice. They don't send them to the dressing room, and it doesn't seem hardly fair at all. I don't know why they do it.
I'm with you.
And it just doesn't seem fair or proper in these times that we live in, and I hope somebody takes a look at that. And frankly, I wish they would change the rules, too, and let these girls play. You know what I'm saying? Here's Berard in a lone score! How about that? Katie Berard right off the opening faceoff of the second scores, and it's 3-1 Biddeford.
Again, Winslow going to get something going. You know it had to come from number 21, and that's the type of juice she has. Again, comes in leading in all stats, including penalty minutes.
You win the faceoff, you take it right down, you score an unassisted goal at 7 seconds. You can't score a goal in a period much faster than that, and it's 3-1 Biddeford. But, yeah, that's becoming a pet peeve of mine with girls' high school hockey. There's one out in front, shot and a save there by Mariah Valandry. The net is off, the puck is in. It's not off, but the puck is in, and that's a good goal. So Winslow with 2 goals in 25 seconds. And I have absolutely no idea who scored that one. That was off a classic flurry in front. And it comes at 25 seconds.
Big scrum up front. Going to have to wait a second here to see who it is because I'll check the Mid-State Machine instant replay to see what I can find, but just a massive scrum up front.
So 7 seconds to get the first goal and 18 seconds between goals, 2 and 25 seconds. And lickety split, it's 3-2. And now Biddeford on their heels a little bit. Falling down there, the crowd wanted a penalty. Katie Berard.
That's the first one.
Oh. My bad. I jumped the gun on that. That was the first goal. Icing here on Biddeford.
Heck, Mike, I believe. I'm a double.
It's deja vu all over again.
So he announced Berard from Hamburg. Want to double check here.
All right, we'll scour the Mid-State Machine instant replay. For now, it's Berard with both Winslow goals. And it is 3-2. And now the Biddeford Tigers on their heels. Winslow with control in the offensive zone, but breaking it out now is Phelan. Phelan, who's got a goal for Biddo. In the slot, the turn, the shot, save there. Oh, right on the doorstep. Gilbert made another save as right there was Ashley Sanderson. Now Biddeford centering pass in the slot. Sliding it there is Kane. Loose in front. Right there. Looking behind her is Gilbert. Never a good thing if you're a goalie. Is it in? It is. Gilbert says she had it tied up.
I thought she did. If it stands as a goal, they're having a discussion. If it stands as a goal, I believe, Mike, it is going to be Cordelia Kane. But I thought I heard a whistle that she had it tied up, which is what I think they're discussing now. I thought play was blown dead. I'll show you what it looks like.
It's a goal.
It's Kane then. She had the backhand there. I can tell you real quick, I'm going to show you what I could see while they face this off on the other goal. I don't think it's Berard, because Berard is on her butt during this goal. Sorry, not that one.
Bill Boardman is not happy at all. The Winslow coach is giving it to the officials.
I swear I heard a whistle.
I think he's maintaining that Zoe Gilbert had that puck covered.
If we do have video, as the audience shouts.
It's a good goal. And it is 4-2. So a crazy start here. 3 goals in the first 125 of the second. Off the draw. Won by no one. It was there at center ice for a while. Here's Berard back at it again. Over the line. The shot is blocked there from Katie Nichols, who she had dropped it to. Now far side. Scooping it up is Kane. Kane, or check that at 16. Adriana Smalley got it out to center. Cleared out by Kakamo. Kakamo right in front of the Winslow bench. Right in neutral ice. And we're going to get a penalty here called on Kakamo. They're going to call her for a trip. Or a rough. So another penalty is coming on Winslow. And it is Katie Berard, not Kakamo. So Berard shown the door for 2 minutes for roughing, I believe, at 1:58. And the draw to the right of Zoe Gilbert. Ramuno playing right wing on this line with Auger at center. Each of them has a goal. Face-off one here by Winslow. This is Mishu trying to come up the near boards. It deflects all the way through as it was taken away by Lewis, who's got a goal in the period. Now spiked out by Winslow. And this will relieve the pressure. No, it's not. It actually hit somebody on the bench. So, because it was shot by a Winslow player, it will be back in the Winslow zone for the face-off. So that hurts the Raiders' cause. So the face-off to the right here of Zoe Gilbert. 1:40 left on the penalty. Now they're going to say it's outside the line. Okay.
All right, so I got clarification for you, Mike. So I got Kane on the Biddeford goal. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Before that, it was Hambrick. Right. Berard's on her butt when the puck gets backhanded in.
All right.
And we'll show you, obviously, when we get a chance, so you can see what I see.
So Berard did get a rough. Here's a steal over the line by Mishu. Shot is wide of Valandry. It's right there behind the net. Swooping in is Buchanan. Clears it to an open side. On it there is Mishu. Mishu right back in the Biddeford zone to Lewis. Lewis at center. Stolen. Driven in by Katie Nichols. So definitely, according to the Mid-State Machine replay, it is Hambrick, not Berard, for the second goal.
I don't know. When we get a chance, if we get a stoppage or obviously during the intermission.
All right, a steal by Nichols as she kills the penalty. Now Biddeford with 1:15 left on the power play. Auger down low to Ramuno. Ramuno tries to go to the net. A backhander is wide there by Auger. She's already got one, was looking for number 2 there. Auger in the slot, tees it up. Oh, high save there by Zoe Gilbert, and she hangs on.
That was some high cheese coming right at her.
Mm-hmm. So Gilbert with a high glove save. And the draw will be to her left. 1:02 left on the Biddeford power play. 12:03 left in the second period. Face off to the left here of Zoe Gilbert. Draw one by Winslow, one by Pody. Pody up the boards and out. At center, it's Buchanan back at her own line. Circling. Off the board she goes to Kane. Kane, boy, I thought that play was offside. The official was deep in the zone and really not on the line. The back official was way back beyond the red line. I thought that play was definitely offside. Back of the left point, here's Buchanan. Deflects out to the right point to Lewis. Now over to Buchanan. Buchanan off the boards. Just goes down low with it to Phelan. Phelan to Lewis. Lewis taken away from her by Mishu. Mishu clears. She's done that all night when they've been shorthanded.
Nice shot by Mishu. That ought to, I think, pretty much kill off the penalty.
Yeah. Time for one more rush. 10 seconds to go. And they give it away, and it's stolen again by Leah Mishu. But over the line, the steal is Kane. Kane to the middle. A player down on the ice for Biddeford. Falling down on the play was Kirkgee. Now also on the ice is Gilbert. Berard's out of the box, by the way, floating at center, hoping to get a pass out there. Instead, Lewis kept it in, and Berard checked her. Now it's cleared out. And I think Kakamo took a stick right near the face. No call on that. Now there's going to be a call here as Berard got upended there by Phelan. They mixed it up a little bit, and the whistle blown.
As she got cleaned out from behind. Real quick, Mike, let me show you the Hambrick goal and see if you agree with what I see. So here it is for everybody. Let me play this. So you're going to watch. So this is going to get fired in here. There's Berard. Now watch. She's going to fall down, and Hambrick right there.
Yeah. All right. I saw what you said.
Hambrick backhands it in.
Yep. So Berard was way out of the play by that time. Well, not way out, but out of the play. So in the penalty box for Biddeford is Ashley Sanderson. So Winslow's on a power play here. Berard back to the point to Pody. Can't keep it in the zone, and it's cleared out by the Tigers. Sophia Auger fired it all the way down. Gilbert lays it over, and picking it up now for the Raiders is Kelly. Kelly gave it away. Now Berard steals. Here's Berard. Berard with a head of steam. Berard to the middle. Berard goes to the right. Berard right through the faceoff circle. Lost control of it. Goes back to the point. Unfortunately, a change. Kelly left the ice and left the point wide open. There was nobody there. Leah Mishu off the bench. Winslow regrouping now on this power play now that they've got the right manpower out there. Zoe almost had to get behind her, but she managed to keep it out. And a shorthanded bid for sure there for Corinne Ramuno. Ramuno from Biddeford. As you look at the makeup of this co-op team, which is Biddeford, Kennebunk, Thornton Academy, Wells, and Sanford. Shorthanded again, a drive by Auger. Saved there by Zoe Gilbert. Now at the Winslow line, trying to smack it out of the zone for the Black Raiders, unable to. Martin, now it's finally out. At center, Auger. And we are back to 5-on-5. Auger goes in. Auger close, and a save there. And again, Gilbert doesn't know where it is. She looked behind her. They got a quick whistle there. And a stoppage in play here with 8:39 to go in the second period, and Biddeford up 4-2.
How about this? Biddeford hadn't made a save yet this period. All the shots, but they scored. Winslow scores twice immediately, and then Biddeford's gotten all the shots since.
Face off to the right of Zoe Gilbert. Winslow able to get it out of the zone. Biddeford right back in with it. Now the Winslow Black Tigers work it up and out as Kakamo shot it in. First on it there is Auger. Auger lost it. To the corner, Berard comes out of the corner with it. Berard tried to center it, goes to the other side. The shot high and wide by Molly Hambrick. Oh, and it rolls right through the crease, but Hambrick was too far away to stuff it in. As down is Valandry. Gets back up. Now Hambrick centers in the slot. Berard. Berard right faceoff circle. Berard on the backhand. A backhand pass is picked off and cleared. Unfortunately not out for McKenna Buchanan. Right there in front and diving on is Valandry. She didn't get on it, but she got enough of it to force it wide. Hambrick with a redirect in front. That didn't go through. Now Auger. Biddeford trying to relieve the pressure. They can't. Kakamo kept it in. Kakamo over to Berard. Berard fired it, missed. Berard wants a change and gets it. Winslow with all the pressure here. Hambrick still out there. Very long shift. A shot by the left defenseman, Leah Mishu, is a save. And holding on there is Valandry with 7:24 to go in the second period. It's 4-2 Biddeford.
Apologies, those watching our stream. The ice fault had a hiccup there for a second, so it might have been a little bit choppy, but I think we got it fixed.
All right, not an earthquake, don't worry. Just a hiccup. One of those video hiccup things. Off the faceoff, here's Biddeford. Ahead, here is Phelan. Phelan shoots it way wide, off the dasher, scooped up by Lewis, centers it. It's deflected back out to the right point to Avery Kirkgee. To Phelan. Phelan slides it right on, Gilbert on it. And covers it up.
It almost seemed like you used the phrase, and obviously not surprising, right? We get road team. Use the phrase bus legs during the first period of Michigan. Almost seemed like Winslow had it because just completely out of it in the first period, and Biddeford's piled up the shots, but it seems like Winslow's kind of caught back up to him at least.
Absolutely. All right, left point. Biddeford can't keep it in. Right point, I should say, Avery Kirkgee, but she does recover and snap it back into the Winslow zone. First on it there for Biddeford is Smalley. Smalley pinned to the board. Smalley comes away with it, though. Goes back to the left point. Shot trickles through. Right there is Biddeford, but right there is Zoe Gilbert to save the day. And Zoe Gilbert makes the save on Gabriella Phelan and hangs on.
Now, Gilbert's been busy. That's already the 10th shot on goal this period for Biddeford. 9 of them obviously saved by Winslow. And we'll obviously during the intermission, we'll take a look again. I showed you the Hambrick goal to clarify that. We'll take a look at the Kane goal, but man, Winslow, you're upset. Should be possibly just trailing by 1 right now.
Yeah. All right, face-off. Berard lost her footing there, but Ramuno has to vacate the zone in order to get the Biddeford Tigers all set up again. Auger with a shot and a save there by Gilbert. So we could not hang on to the rebound. It goes over to Hambrick, and Hambrick able to clear it out. Molly Hambrick with a goal tonight for Winslow. Berard with the other one, and she has it on the steal. Berard over the line, shoots, and a glove save there by Mariah Valandry.
Yeah, nice job by Valandry. See if that was going wide. Looked like it might have been. No, I think that was on.
Close enough. You're going to face it off outside the zone. In fact, at center ice. 7-0. Lions over the Commanders.
I had that one being a high-scoring affair.
I had it 41-37.
I was going to say, I had that one being a high-scoring affair.
And yes, the Chiefs have won. I'm sure you know that. Berard over the line. Top of the circle. Wide now. Curls in. Shot high. Save by Valandry. Berard strong on her skates. Leaned in from right to left and got a shot away. Back at center, Kakamo. Kakamo up the boards. Went by Nichols. Nichols recovers, though, steals, shoots. It's blocked by Buchanan to the boards.
Tigers goal scored by number 21, Katie Berard. Berard with an unassisted goal.
Which one is this one? There's a score. Ooh! Kakamo absolutely wiped out, or Mishu absolutely wiped out Ramuno. I think it was an accident. Why are these officials covering their mouths like they are? Do they think that we're spying on them and we can actually lip read from here?
So I got my question. We'll go back and look. That had to have been the save. Let's show you. See if I can get a long enough clip. So it was an accident on the wipeout there. As you're going to see here at the tail end of this replay, as you get the breakaway, is that she was just sort of spinning around in frustration, and then Ramuno's right there. It was completely incidental, in my opinion. You're going to watch. She doesn't see it. She just spins around, and I think
she took her right out.
Yeah, and I think she was just frustrated.
It was an accident. She did not mean to do that. Meanwhile, she did get a penalty for that, and you do have to penalize
100%.
the player.
The difference, I think, in minor and something more serious.
Right. That goal scored at 9:34.
When did Berard score?
Is that the last one?
Well,
that we said was Hambrick's goal that he's just getting to? Remember, this public address announcer a little slow sometimes.
No, because they have him marked down for 3. The Hambrick goal was the second one.
Oh, yes. Good point. Yeah, they've only scored 2 goals in a period.
Apparently the glove save, Mike, was not actually a save.
Oh. Okay. Geez. Sometimes I think I have my eyes closed. I didn't. So that's when they brought it out to center?
Yeah.
When I thought that there was some sort of violation?
Must have been.
I really apologize. I mean, there are times when when you're doing a game, when you can lose track of things. I really lost track of that and did not know, and I wonder how many other people knew. You didn't know either. So Berard did score. So we are 5-3. And Biddeford's on a power play. Auger's shot went wide there of Zoe Gilbert. It is picked up by Berard, who scored a goal that we didn't see scored. Now Auger steals. Auger over the line. Auger tries to cut to the middle, upended, and a penalty coming here. This is going to be called on Leah Mishu. And it'll be a 2-player advantage for Biddeford.
I gotta be
Actually,
honest.
it's Kakamo.
I apologize, too, on that one because I didn't catch it either, but they didn't even seem to celebrate. We just reset it back out.
Yeah. There was so nondescript and such a vanilla play.
So completely snuck by me.
So the penalty on Kakamo. So it's a 2-player advantage for Biddeford for 50 seconds. Winslow clears it out. Jumping on it is Berard. Berard short-handed. Berard over the line. Berard goes wide. Shooting and a save by Valandry. I think.
Tiger goalie on number 3, Alexa Kakamo, a 2-minute minor for tripping.
Gets it up to Gabriella Phelan. A lot of open ice. Phelan ahead to Kane. Kane over the line. Berard out there killing this penalty here. They need her. Their best penalty killer, Leah Mishu's in the box. And Winslow's able to fire it down. They're going to get one player back in 5 seconds. And this will be Mishu. So she is back on. So we're 5-on-4. That one is fired wide by Phelan. Mishu jumps back into the play. Back to the right point it goes to Kirkji. The shot is blocked. And Winslow able to clear. Berard needs a blow. She leaves the ice. Coming on for her is Katie Nichols. Fired up to the Winslow line. Intercepted there by Josie Kelly. Kelly scales it in. First on it is Kirkji. Kirkji rolls it around the dasher. Right wing side to Kane. 30 seconds left on the Biddeford power play. In the middle for Phelan. Didn't connect. Off the boards. Pody clears. Good job here on the penalty kill by Winslow. In this 5-3 game. 2:35 left in the second period. All right, on the rush for Biddeford, it's Auger. Auger over the line. Auger 5-on-3. Short side save there is made by Gilbert. Auger in the corner. 5 seconds left, and Winslow will be back to 5-on-5. Right out in front, Ramuno looking behind her is Gilbert. It's right there. And after she looked behind her, she looked at her feet or at the base of her pads, saw the puck and covered it. And gets a face-off, and we are back to 5-on-5.
Now, Gilbert's been solid this period, but, man, I think discussion in the intermission, got to try and track down some of those rebounds.
Yeah, not getting any help from her defenseman at all. Ramuno tees it up, and she got not too much on that. She misfired on that one for sure. It was a great opportunity to get a blast off and just didn't work out. Spear can't clear. Kept in the zone by Smalley. Deep, it's Kakamo. Kakamo, a blind pass. Unfortunately for her, it got by Auger and up and out of the zone. Martin dumped it in. Biddeford on it. We're down to the final 2 minutes. And you know what that means, don't you? That means it's crunch time, baby. It's brought to you by Clark's Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Clark's Scrap Metals. Our sponsors of Crunch Time, and here with a minute 29 to go. That one rolls in front, and Gilbert not risking anything on that loose puck, and she'll get a face-off.
A nice job of the defense there, because on the last goal, Ramuno set up Auger center ice there. They tried to return the favor. Defense got enough of a check there that it just ended up rolling where Gilbert could pounce on it.
Face off to the left of Gilbert. Puck just lays there. Back at the right point. Firing it up is Kirkji. It's blocked and out of the zone. Berard. Berard with Nichols on the right side. Berard goes in to the backhand. Score! Katie Berard!
Hat trick.
That's a hattie for Katie Berard. And it is 5-4 Biddeford.
That's a heck of a cut across there. That toe drag to get it back around the goalie.
That comes at 13:33. And it is 5-4 Biddeford. Berard, ever dangerous, working on her second 100 goals as a high school player. She is just a junior, so who knows?
She got time. I think he announced 260 assists, I believe, for her career.
Yeah. That's a lot of points, you know it?
Yeah, it is, with another season still.
Exactly. Berard, of course, from Gardner High School. Over the line is Nichols. Nichols goes wide, shoots, and it is kicked out there by Valandry. Biddeford on the rebound, and breaking it out of the zone for the Tigers is Kane. Kane, a pass in the middle, looking for Sanderson, didn't connect, and back comes Winslow. Fanning on it. Finally getting it in is Maddie Martin, and it is offside. Is it me, or are their whistles like soft or?
That's what I'm telling you. You won't be able to hear on the Mid-State Machine. It's replay. We obviously cut the audio so Mike and I can talk. But I don't know about that. She took it most of the way, most of the ice. But I thought there was a whistle on the Kane goal, which is why there was such frustration.
Ramuno on the rush. Ramuno forced deep by Webb. Taken away by Winslow. Rolls up the boards far side. Pulled out of there by Nichols. Nichols can't clear. Kept in by Auger. Auger. Auger shoots. It's blocked off the pads there of Webb. Biddeford in the right wing corner, Ramuno, and that's the end of the second period. They will have a full-blown intermission here between the second and the third. So an active second period between these two teams. Our score at the end of 2 from the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. The Biddeford Tigers 5, the Winslow Black Tigers 4. You're watching and listening to high school hockey on the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Height Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Height Chevy. Height Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Height family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. Because every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Our second period intermission tonight, our second the whole period in the second's been crazy. Our second period breakdowns brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. A wild and woolly period for sure. Goals that I saw and goals that I saw but I didn't see, I guess, and a whole bunch of them in the period. We had 5 goals in the period.
Six.
Let's see.
Because it was 3-0 after one.
So, AJ, you run them down because I don't have them all written down.
So, we'll play. So, Berard scored 7 seconds in after they win the faceoff.
That's legit.
Then it was Hambrick that scored, not Berard.
Right.
18 seconds later, we can show you that. That's for Winslow, so that made it 3-2. Then at the 125 mark, that was the Kane goal, which we'll, of course, show you because that was marred in controversy. I didn't get the time for the Berard goal because we actually thought it was a save.
Right.
But we'll show that I did get that one, which we just showed you. So she scored. That was her second. That makes, of course, 4-3. Then Auger scores her second off the helper from Maruno, excuse me. So that makes it 5-3. And then Berard goes basically all the way across the ice, does that nice toe drag across the face. She scores her hat trick goal. That's how we get to 5-4.
All right, so thanks to AJ for keeping good track of that as far as the shots were concerned in the second period. 14 for Biddeford, a two-period total of 23. 9 for Winslow, a two-period total of 15 for the Black Raiders. So some wild and woolly hockey, a period filled with goals and a period filled with penalties. I stopped writing them down. I don't know how many there were.
It's tough to keep track because we were behind. So let's go through a couple of these. So here's the first one. This is the Hambrick goal they attributed to Berard. So you're going to see here, this is going to come out right in the slot. The shot's going to get fired. You're going to get a scrum. 21 is Berard. She's going to end up falling down right there, and you see Hambrick with the backhand chips it in. So that's that goal. So they gave that to Berard. That's Hambrick. Then the next one was the controversial one. This is the Kane one, which you're going to see here. This one's going to get on Gilbert here. There's a loose, and then I heard a whistle here. They all stop. It comes loose. All right, let me get the longer one. And then Kane backhands it in. And then, so those are the two controversial ones. And then the one we thought was a save was this one because the celebration just seemingly was nonchalant. Berard fires this, and it just goes like that. I thought it was over. You and I were like, okay, save. And then they face off at the center dot, and we're like,
and I thought that was because there was some sort of violation in the zone on Biddeford, so they're going to bring it out to center ice and face it off there. I had no idea what the world was going on. So a wild and woolly and wacky
understatement
second period with 6 goals total in the second period.
Yeah, again, I thought the whistles were a little bit soft. Again, I swear I heard one at Kane. The Winslow fans obviously not happy about that one. The coaching staff not happy about that one.
Right.
No celebration on the Berard one, so we were like, okay, save. It looked like a save. That was her second goal. Just a weird period, but what matters is at the end, it's 5-4 Biddeford. If you're Winslow, you're upset because you should feel like, despite having a terrible first period and being down 3-0, you feel like you should be heading into third, tie 4-4, I think, with all the momentum just because of what you're able to do offensively. Weird period.
Yeah, it sure was. Coming up on Monday night as we look ahead to our score schedule, we've got a great girls basketball game for you Monday night as Class B South's Oceanside takes on Class A North's Lawrence from Folsom Gym in Fairfield. Game time is 6 o'clock. We'll have coverage, of course, on all of our platforms on centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and on the Score's YouTube channel. You can find it, of course, at Central Maine Sports. It's at Central Maine Sports. And Monday night, the Lawrence girls are balling for a cure on Monday night. They're helping raise money to be donated, that is, to the Harold Alphon Cancer Center. And if you go to the Scores Facebook page, go to Central Maine Sports on Facebook, you will find a scan code from Venmo that you can scan and make your donation right there. We'll be talking about this before the game, during the game, and after the game. Again, you can go to our Facebook page on the Score or centralmainsports.com's Central Maine Sports Facebook page and find the barcode there, scan it with your phone, take a picture of it, and make a donation through Venmo.
Any truth to the rumors? You're going to be shooting free throws again at halftime?
I've retired from it. I'm not going to. Hey, if it raised money for anything, I would take and miss 100 free throws. Happy to put my lousy free throw shooting skills on display for people to make fun of, to make sport of, as long as it raises money for a good cause. So ballin' for a cure as the Lawrence Bulldogs take on Oceanside Monday night. All the money raised going to the Harold Alphon Cancer Center. So make your donation. Again, you can go to centralmainsports.com and find the barcode for Venmo.
Let's say, obviously, we talked about it. Brief intermission between 1 and 2, so double up here and give Hammond Lumber plenty of love as we had the short first intermission, of course, and the second intermission now.
Exactly. Our second period intermission presented by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. You can find them online at hammondlumber.com. So we've got a game here as we go to the third period. Sometimes we haven't known exactly what kind of game we've got, but we've got a game here going into the third period.
Yeah. I think Winslow, you feel good. You got your offense back on track. Big thing is thus far, we've had 6 penalties. Both teams are 0 for on the power play. Winslow,
Go figure in a game with 9 goals.
Right. For Winslow, you just got to stop parading over there because Biddeford's 0 for 4. And then Biddeford does have the shorthanded goal. It's to your point, we have 6 power plays. We got 1 shorty goal, which belongs to Biddeford. Everything else even string.
All right, our score at the end of 2 is Biddeford 5, Winslow 4. Back with third period action after this on The Score.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse. Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
All right, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and the Score crew back here live at the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta, ready to go to the third period, which if it tops the second period in bizarre, wacky things, it will be quite the accomplishment indeed. Down to our right is Mariah Valandry taking her position in goal, and down to our left, Zoe Gilbert will make her way down here momentarily. It is 5-4, Biddeford in the lead.
And we'll have to make sure to give an extra pause on every shot on goal to make sure we don't miss one.
You know, what we're missing here, and it's something that you see more and more of. There are no red lights anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody is standing behind the goal anymore with a plug in their hands or a switch in their hands, ready to flip the switch or put the plug in.
To your point, the announcement came so late. We were like, what is he announcing?
Yeah.
And by the time he announced it, that was when Auger scored her second. We're like, wait a minute, what?
Bring back the red light.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, that's my third thing I want. All right, Winslow in this game. Up to the line, it's Katie Nichols, drops it in. Back to get it now is Buchanan. Buchanan pulls it around the boards. It's broken up by Nichols. In the slot for Berard. Loose puck there, look out. He gets by Hambrick. Hambrick's got a goal. A backhander up by Mishu is blocked by Biddeford. And the Tigers finally break it out of the zone. Pass up too far for Sophia Auger. Back to get it is Kakamo. Alexa Kakamo to the far side. Up to Berard. Berard breaks it out at center. Berard with Nichols down the right side. Berard shoots high. Around the boards, pinching right point. Kakamo kept it in. Puck ricochets, and skating it out is Ramuno. Ramuno lost it. Now McKenna Buchanan. Now Ramuno has it again. Ramuno lays it back for Lewis. Lewis shot it off a Winslow player going to the bench, who had to let it go over the line. Pody. Pody down deep. Elliott Pody going for it there with Buchanan around the boards near side, and it is cleared out. No, kept in. Adriana Smalley could not clear it. Rolls on Valandry, and Valandry is able to cover. Well, by this time in the second period, we had, 3 goals?
Pretty much. I was just saying, Ramuno looked like she was moving so much faster than everybody the first period.
Yeah.
Nice adjustment by Winslow. It didn't have much of an impact in that second.
Yeah, they slowed her up a little bit. Not as many freewheeling rushes as she had in the first. All right, here is Phelan. Phelan goes, shoots, pad, save made by Gilbert. Rebound thrown by her at the right point. Coming up, pinching, keeping it in, Kirkgee. Kirkgee checked on the play by Ward. Now pulled out of there by Kane. Kane rolls it around the boards behind the net, Kirkgee. Also there for Winslow is Ashley Webb. Up the near side, picking it up for the Black Tigers is Spear. Spear can't get it out of the zone. Back in with it is Sanderson, diagonally into the right wing corner. Winslow able to clear it up and out of the zone. Breaking it out for Winslow is Pody. Pody goes by. Pody goes in, and a save by Valandry. Kept the game at 5-4. Mariah Valandry with a big save. Cleared out. Back to get it for Winslow is Josie Kelly. Kelly in the zone. Robinson, bottom of the circle in her own zone. Wheels it up the boards. Clears it all the way out. Hustling back to get it. Leah Mishu. Mishu plays on this team. Comes down from Farmington to practice. She is a Mount Blue Cougar. That's dedication. Here's Berard, a Gardner Tiger. Berard makes the move, and a save by Valandry. Boy, Berard right there in front, and shooting it wide was Nichols. Winslow with all kinds of chances to tie, and they cannot get it past Valandry. Centering pass, Valandry whacks it to the corner. At the right point, no, it doesn't reach Kakamo. Smalley cleared it up, Berard right back on it. Berard shoots high, caught there by Valandry very casually, and she hangs on.
Winslow coming out of the gates hot here in this third period. Berard, obviously, nice move to make that shot, and then Nichols had a great chance at a wide open net on the backside, just went wide.
All right, they're going to double shift Berard here. Berard taking the draw. Now they're going to take her off the ice and change their minds. Pody.
I think with one goal deficit, I think you could probably try and steal a little bit more rest for her still.
Face off Sanderson out of the zone for Biddeford. Sanderson all by herself. She's 1-on-3. Sanderson to the middle, shoots, it's deflected, and it goes wide. Puck goes to the corner, now it's scaled behind the net. Sanderson with it again. Sanderson lost it. Sanderson still behind the net, working it there. Falling down on the play for Winslow was Josie Kelly. Now it comes to the near boards. Biddeford with a good forecheck. Squirts out through the slot to Madeline Martin. Martin clears it up to center. Picked up there by Charlotte Lewis. Lewis turned back. Lewis with it again. All the play at neutral ice here. Now Webb back in the zone. Lost it. That's a pad save there by Zoe Gilbert. Rebound is loose. In the far corner. Biddeford can't keep it in. Raiders able to clear it up and out. Spear going for it there with Lewis. Comes to the Biddeford line to Sanderson. Sanderson gave it away to Spear. Now back on it is Lewis. Now Spear drives it in, or check that, Pody drives it in. 10:20 to go in the third. 5-4 Biddeford. Cleared out. At center ice, it's Josie Kelly. Kelly up to the Biddeford line, knocked down by Lewis. Lewis at the red line. Lewis fires it in. Cleared out by Winslow. Once again, it was Josie Kelly firing it all the way down. And icing is called. Tonight's game's brought to you by Central Maine Community College in Auburn. More than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates to choose from, and some of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Your future starts now. Go to cmcc.edu. Face off to the right here of Zoe Gilbert. Kept in by Ramuno. Ramuno, top of the circle, lost it. In the skates there of Hambrick. Now Auger. Auger fanned on a shot right there from the high slot. She got upended. No penalty called. They'll call it a slip. Now Aubrey goes in, and Mishu defending her. Jumping on that loose puck is Gilbert. No, she did not get on it to freeze it. Instead, it's kept alive. It squirts right through the slot area, picked up by Nichols. Nichols to Berard. Berard, one player to beat, that's Kirkji. She goes wide, leans in, trying to tie this thing up. No, short side save by Valandri, and almost got behind her. But her defenseman bailed her out. And now Ramuno on the breakout. Ramuno at center. Ramuno lost it at the line. Would have been offsides. Now Berard got hit frontwards and then got hit backwards. That was a tough end to her shift. Raiders Kakamo dumps it in the zone. Under 9 minutes to go. 5-4 Biddeford. Kept in by Mishu. Leah Mishu popped a shot wide. Somebody deflected that, and it ended up being a bouncing puck. Spear got it to the side of the net, and Valandri clears it, covers it up. Tonight's game's also brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees. Where cars and trucks always cost you less. Find them online, cmautogroup.com.
There's a look at that drive. Trying to do that same move. Berard runs out of space. I think Valandri got a piece of it, and then, man, it sat there what felt like forever right in front of the goal.
Face off to the left of Valandri. 5-4 Biddeford. On the bust out, here's Sanderson. Sanderson with a head of steam. Sanderson goes wide there on Kelly. Kelly poked it away, comes back out to Buchanan. Shot went wide. Off the boards, Kane. Kane centered it. Cleared away there by Winslow's Josie Kelly. Kelly again. Over to Webb, and Webb cleared it out. It's not going to go far enough to be icing. They wave it off. Up the left side, pass looking for Sanderson. Sanderson with it. Good centering pass. Here's Phelan. Phelan over the line. Shot, score! Zoe Gilbert's going to kick herself on that one. It beat her to the stick side low on the ice, but there was not much on that. She was too deep in her own net.
Yeah, you saw there, show it to you again on the Mid-State Machine Instant replay. You're going to see Phelan does a nice job, drifts out to the wide to get some space. Gilbert tucking in too close at near post and just squeaks it inside the far post.
Got to come out of your net there. Cut that angle down. You'll make an easy save on that one. So Phelan makes it a 2-goal game again for Biddeford at 6:58. It is 6-4. So a little bit of a comfort zone. A little bit. Down the left side, Berard. Berard forced wide. Berard on the boards there, checked by Lewis. Centers it in front. The shot rolled right on by Katie Nichols. She got nothing on that. And an easy save for Valandri.
And again, another nice job on the check.
Assisted by number 10, McKenna Buchanan. Phelan from Buchanan at 6:58.
6:58, the assist to Buchanan on the Phelan goal. Ramuno tries to break out. Nichols stops that. Ramuno on it again at center, at the red line, at the blue line. Goes wide around Hambrick. Tried to center it, did right there in the slot. Poked wide there off the stick of Shyla McVeigh. That one is scaled wide by Auger. 6-4 Biddeford. We're down to 7:05 left in the third. Up the far side, it's Webb. Can't clear it. Cleared back in. Winslow will get a partial change here with the puck on the other side of the ice. Now it's Liamishu to Berard. Berard breaks it out. Berard over the line. The cut to the net, the shot wide, short side. Biddeford on the rebound, picked up by Kane. Check that, picked up by McVeigh. McVeigh on the near boards, clears it out to center to Auger. Auger to the Winslow zone, top of the circle, fancy stick handling, shooting, and a save there by Gilbert. And it's cleared out by Winslow. Back at the line, Robinson. Cross ice pass, McVeigh. Goes in the Winslow zone. First on it there for the Black Raiders is Josie Kelly. Kelly around the boards, up the far side to Martin. Martin just let it go. At the Biddeford line, Robinson. Robinson a pass for Auger, went through her to McVeigh. McVeigh over the line. McVeigh in the middle for Ramuno. Ramuno hit high. That one hurt. And she goes to the bench, and this ought to be icing, and it is.
I think she caught the butt of the stick there as they kind of collided. But I don't think either ref had a good vantage point.
Yeah, Corinne Ramuno certainly got hit high. Took a second there to kind of collect herself and then skated off the ice. Face off to the left here of Zoe Gilbert. It is Phelan on the draw against Pody. And it's cleared out by Winslow. To center, Kirkgee turns it up, goes to Kane. Kane down the right side. Kane a backhander to Phelan. Phelan with a backhander wide on the short side. Rebound around the boards to the near side. Winslow on it. Black Raiders clear it, though, just to the Biddeford line where Kirkgee picks it up. Clears it back out to center. Right back on it is Kelly. Kelly dumps it in. Winslow needs 2 to tie. 5:10 to go. We are getting close to crunch time, baby. Off the boards behind the Biddeford net, Kirkgee. Up the far side, it's an open side. It goes all the way down. Probably not icing, and it is not. They wave it off. Stopping is Kelly. Up the far side boards, Hambrick. Molly Hambrick over the line. Shot from the slot, wide, short side. Rebound right there is Nichols. That was wide. Kakamo comes at the right point, ready to pinch in if necessary. Instead, Berard steals. Berard tries to walk in. Somebody lost a glove there. It was a Biddeford player. It was Ashley Sanderson. Left point, Mishu couldn't keep it in. Winslow has to regroup. Kakamo, everybody clears. Kakamo, it deflects to the middle of the ice. Kakamo back on it. Nobody there for Winslow, though. Now Berard on it. Berard shot saved by Valandry. And she hangs on to that rebound.
I imagine you're going to see number 21 on the ice a lot the last 4 minutes here for Winslow.
Now we might get some double shifting.
Yeah, I think so. That one, I think you collectively hold your breath if you're Biddeford. Found Berard in the slot. She's ended up skating her angle out.
Face off one by Berard, back to Mishu. Slides it up. It's turned away there by Robinson, about 10 feet in front of Valandry. Now Valandry blocks a centering pass. Blocks another one. Side of the net there to Hambrick on the other side. Centering pass on the backhand. It was blind, and there was no way whatsoever Berard could get that. Nice try by Hambrick. Now Auger almost breaks in. She will. Here is Auger in alone. Makes her move, and a save there by Gilbert.
That was a heck of a save.
Sure was. Kept it a 2-goal game, 3.5 to go. Zoe Gilbert keeps it a 6-4 deficit for Winslow right at the side of the net. The shot, score! Wow. Right at the side of the net with Mishu down, with Gilbert down. And the goal belongs to Auger.
Talk about right place, right time.
Yeah, you're right on that.
Because I think that one was just sort of fired in vicinity. I think she could see Auger. Credit the assist. The number 1 assist is going to go to number 10. That's McKenna Buchanan. I think she knew Auger was there, but it seemed kind of just sort of a fire it in the general vicinity, and Auger happened to be right place, right time.
So it's 7-4. 3:10 left. And the screws are tightening on Winslow. Here's Phelan. Phelan, 2-on-1, picking up Sanderson. The shot deflected wide. Ended up being a 2-on-2. Biddeford on the attack here. Taking precious time off the clock and keeping Winslow hemmed in its own zone. Raiders clear, back to get it, Bella Robinson. Robinson works it behind the net with 2:44 to go. Robinson, open side up the left side. Got it ahead to Gabriella Phelan. Phelan to the middle. Phelan shoots, and a glove save is made by Gilbert.
Yeah, Auger got that goal, just double checking on the mid-state machine. It's a replay.
Here's the announcement.
Her hat trick.
Buchanan with her second assist in a row. At 11:40. Face off to the right of Gilbert. Berard breaks it out. Berard trying to go here on Kirkgee. Goes wide, shoots on the short side. It hit the side of the net. And then Auger checked her off the play. At the left point, kept in by Webb. Now the turn, the shot right there off the pad down low of the goalkeeper Valandry, and working it up, working it out of the zone for Biddeford is Smalley. Smalley goes, Smalley fanned on the shot, and we are down to crunch time. Crunch time is brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it, with locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Over the line now, Adriana Smalley. Smalley left it for Ramuno. Ramuno just let it go to the corner with a 3-goal lead in 1:45. Why not? Take some more time off that clock. Winslow having a heck of a time clearing the zone. Here's Webb. Webb, that hit the skate there of Kirkgee, and that actually saved an icing. That one's fired wide by Nichols. Off the boards, Biddeford gets it out to neutral ice. Pass up the right side, Ramuno. Corinne Ramuno. Ramuno still with that puck, a slap shot wide. And you can see Zoe Gilbert going down on a shot like that. And I know goaltenders all go down way too soon and all the time now, but she almost does it too much. And I think that really hurt her on the goal scored by Phelan. Shot, there's a save. Every shot that's taken, she's down. And I can see being down here, you need to get down to see the puck. There's no question about that. Back to the right point, Lewis. That works it out of the zone. 40 seconds left in this one. And it's going to be a happy bus ride home for these Biddeford Tigers.
And I think both Biddeford teams sweep for the Biddeford Tigers.
Yes.
Boys played before this one.
That one's all the way down, and it is icing with 24.9 seconds left.
And the other thing, too, to your point, I think, again, challenge, right? Smaller. I mean, Gilbert's knee pads look like they go up to her belly button.
She's a small one, that's for sure.
And so, again, just trying to find the space, as you saw on that Phelan one, right? Just didn't come out, take away angle, and Phelan snuck that last one in on that far post.
Face off in the zone to the right of Gilbert. Skating it off here for the Black Tigers is Webb. Gets it out of the zone. One last rush. Over the line, Madeline Martin. Martin behind the net. Martin tries to push that thing in front. Can't. Skated off by Biddeford, and the horn will sound. And the Tigers have beaten the Tigers. The final score in this one, the Biddeford Tigers 7, the Winslow Black Tigers 4. our post-game show, our score, Flagship Cinema's score player of the game, and more, all coming up after this on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
All right, Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here post-game, a 7-4 win for the Biddeford Tigers over the Winslow Black Tigers. It's time for our third period breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. A couple of goals in the third for the Biddeford Tigers. Phelan scored at
58, I think.
Yep, 6:58, got that right. So Buchanan with the assist on that. That made it 6-4. Then Auger finished off the scoring at 11:40. Also from Buchanan to make it 7-4. Shots in the third, 9 for Biddeford, a game total of 34. Shots in the third for Winslow, 6, a game total of 21. So 34-21 the shots on goal. Our third period breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. So 2 times they've played, 2 times there have been tons of goals scored, 10 in the first game and 11 here in the second.
Winslow, again, just frustrated. You get out gate slow. I mean, just looked like you were in quicksand the first period, and Biddeford gets out to a 3-0 start. Next thing you know, Winslow takes 25 seconds to score 2 goals in the second. Controversy, quote-unquote, over the Kane goal. Felt like you could have entered the third period tied 4-4 instead of down 5-4 as Winslow scores 4, gives up 2 in the second period, but then shut out in the third. So even if that goal counts or not, it wouldn't matter because you get outscored 2-0. And this Winslow team, I think it's just if Berard's not going offensively, they really struggle. And defensively, I think they're kind of Hank Gilbert out a lot to dry a lot.
Yeah, they definitely need to help her more in front of the net. There were a lot of times where she made the first save. There was a pretty juicy rebound, admittedly, there, and it was not swept away. Or a puck could have been cleared away that did make it to the net, that eventually did make it not only to the net but in the net. So that ended up being a significant part of the problems tonight for Zoe Gilbert as well. I think not a whole lot of support from her defensemen.
Yeah, I think especially some of those early ones as we go through the highlights, obviously, for the whole game. I don't know if communication, maybe just lack of comfort, but there's several times. I mean, the first goal of the game scored by Maruno, 1-on-3, and I think you just like to see one of the goalies in that or one of the defenders, in that situation, be aggressive, and then the other two can play whatever comes off of that. Instead, they're all kind of caught in no man's land. Maruno's a great skater. She was moving quick in the first period especially, and she scores on a situation probably never should happen. And, there's also, I would say, within the caveat that there's a little bit of more, not subtlety, but checking is obviously not as loud in the sports, so it's a little bit tougher. But still, you got 1-on-3 on the offensive player, somebody's got to be really, I think, aggressive to taking that offensive opportunity away.
One of the most offensive players in an offensive night tonight was Sophia Auger of the Biddeford Black Tiger. Excuse me, Biddeford, they're just regular Tigers. Yeah. The Biddeford Tigers. Sophia Auger is our Flagship Cinemas Score player of the game tonight. She had a hat trick tonight for Biddeford. So congratulations to Sophia. She gets the Central Maine Community College swag bag filled with all kinds of goodies like a Score Player of the Game T-shirt, which is from Joseph Clothing and Sporting Goods, by the way. Yep. Score Player of the Game keychain, and 1 ticket to go to the movies to Flagship Cinemas on Kennedy Memorial Drive in Waterville. Monday, great high school basketball game, girls game, Oceanside at Lawrence, 6 o'clock. It's Ballin' for a Cure night. Go to Central Maine Sports Facebook page. Grab a picture of that barcode. You can make a donation through Venmo to the Alfond Cancer Center and help out the cause. So Ballin' for a Cure Monday night. 6 o'clock game time is game time from Folsom Gym in Fairfield, and that's when we will talk to you next. So for the whole Score crew, for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying good night from the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. Final score here in this one in the Battle of the Tigers. The Biddeford Tigers 7, the Winslow Black Tigers 4.
You've been listening to a high school sports presentation on The Score, brought to you by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, 201 Service Skowhegan, Flagship Cinemas, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service in Vassalboro, Assistance Plus, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, Kennebec Eye Care, Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, and by SBS Carbon Copy. Keep posted on what's coming up. Live video and audio of girls and boys high school hockey and basketball. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. The place for local sports is Sports Radio 1160, The Score.